Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is over there. This reflects image, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to do an extreme manipulation like this. It's kind of simple. You can decide to go for the simple one, or you can go for the extreme one like this. So this is the simple one by just using just the PNG file, or you can go for the extreme ones like this by using all the files I have over here. So if this is the first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And also turn on notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So this is what the picture looks like before. This is the before of our picture. So all we have to do now is to do the background extension, removing the blemishes from the background. So I did that in the previous video. Actually, I've used this picture before for manipulation, which I did the background extension there. I cleaned everything there. So all I just need to do now is to show you guys uh what my files look like, how to make use of all my files. So in my PNG, my overlays, they are very easy to use. All you just need to do first is that you clean your background, make sure it's smooth, and also extend your background if there is a need to. If you are using a very short background, probably a 5 by 15 feet of background, so you can actually extend your background and make it clean like this. As you can see, this is what our background looks like before, and we extended it and make it look this way. So we are going to be making use of about 10 files to do just that. So if you're interested in getting any of my files, they are available in my store. You actually need them to upgrade your skills when it comes to background manipulation. They are very easy to use, and also if you want to be able to download the files yourself, there are video courses for you to learn that. You can get limitless background as you want in now and in the near future, free of charge. Just have to go to the site, just click on the keyword you need. Any files at all, PNG files, overlays, preset lots, and so on and so forth, including flying fabrics, panels, Photoshop panels. So the video will teach you how to get them for free instead of buying them from someone else again. You no longer need to buy overlay or PNG files. So with no further ado, let's jump into action. So firstly, let's bring in the first overlay we need. So as you can see, whatever we are doing right now, we are going to make sure we are not working on our model layer. So this is our model layer over here. This is the model layer over here. It's the one that is closer to the group 2. So if I'm to turn off all the layer below, as you can see right now, this is the only layer that is on right now. So that's where our model layer is. So the first thing we are going to be bringing in has to be below her. And for us to drag anything below her, we have to click on the object, on the layer below it directly. So I'll click on it. Then I'll go to my file manager. So here's the 10 file we'll be making use of right now. We might decide not to use everything all through. So the first one we're going to be making use, I want to change the background. I want to add a little bit of texture to the background, and I want it to look a little bit artistic. So I just have to drag it to my Photoshop. I'll drag it there. I'll wait for it to load. So I'll make sure I adjust it. This it's looking it's the overlay I brought in now already has its own footer. So I'm going to make sure the footer is well placed. So I'll drag up. I'll drag up. I want it to look real. So I want the footer to be where the footer is supposed to be. So once I'm done with the adjustment, I just have to click on my OK. Click on OK. Then I'll wait for it to load. As you guys normally know, we don't usually drop our overlays like this. We tend to change it. We want it to blend in with the overlay that is there before. So we have to change it from normal. We change our blend mode to soft light. Click on soft light, as you can see. It looks perfectly okay. So even with this, we have already done a little bit of background manipulation. You can decide to export a picture like this, but I tend to go with something extreme because I love to teach you guys. You can actually do many things with the files you have. Like this is okay. You can just click on your export. You have a sharp image. You have a nice background manipulation. But you can actually blur this out a little bit. Let's blur it out a little bit. Let's go to filter. Under filter, click on blur. Then we'll click on our Gaussian blur. So I think this 16 is okay like this. Then I'll just click on my OK. So I'll bring in the second overlay, which looks like a pillar. Something. It just looks like something like a Greek mythology. So I just click on it. Just drag it into my Photoshop. I drag it in. As you can see, I'll just place it where I want it to be. I'll drag it so it's going to look perfectly okay. So let me extend it a little bit more. Let me extend it a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's okay this way. I can leave it this way. So once I'm done with the placements, I'll make sure it's not below our clothes and it's at our back. Once I'm done with that, I just have to click on my OK. As you can see, it's perfectly okay now. I can leave it this way and I'm done with the nice manipulation. But I can just blend the color in a little bit by reducing the opacity on what I just brought in right now. So let me use 82 is okay. So the reason why I did this, I want the backgrounds below. I want it to reflect a little bit on what we just brought in. That is going to blend in a little bit more. So you can decide to leave your background manipulation like this, which is very very nice. You actually did a perfect job there, and you can actually continue with what you are doing and make it a little bit more extreme. So let me go back to my file manager and bring in other files I made use of. So I made use of all this stuff just to make it a little bit extreme. So these are gold and silver coin. Let me extend the files so I can see them. So they're actually in my link. You can actually go there and buy. There are a lot of files there for you guys to buy. So you can go there and buy them to make your background manipulation nice. So I'll be dropping these ones for you guys free. As you all know, I do drop free files for you guys to work on. So I'll drop this file for you guys free to work on. Or if you want more of the files, you can just go to my store and get them there. They are very very affordable and they'll make your manipulation very very easy. So these are the files. So let me just start bringing in what I need again. So I'll bring in this one first. Then I'll take it to my Photoshop. Then I'll just have to reduce the size. I'll reduce the size. I'll adjust it. Once I see fit, I'll just click on my OK. But the issue is there is that this is not having a shadow. This picture in particular does not have a shadow. So creating a shadow might take time, but we are not going to be creating a shadow for this one. We are going to be using another overlay to cover it up so that it won't look obvious. So just have to go back to our file manager again. So look for an overlay that look for a PNG file that has a shadow like this one over here. It has shadows, so I just have to drag it into Photoshop. I'll drag it in, and I'll reduce the size. I'll click on my OK. For this right now, I want it to be above my models, especially above our leg. So I just have to drag it above my model layer. In everything we are doing so far, we are doing it below our model layer. But this one has to be above it. So I'll just bring it there somewhere around there. You can see. So make it cover our leg a little bit. Make it cover our leg a little bit. So adjust this one also. Just to make sure everything is showing. So you just have to click on my OK. So I'll go back to my file manager, pick another thing. I'll have to drag this one into Photoshop again or make use of this one. Anyway, I just would like to use, okay, let me use this one first. Just drag it into my Photoshop, click on it, wait for it to load, reduce the size till I see fit. For this one, I still want it to be above, so I'll click on my OK first, and I'll drag it above my model layer. You can see right now. So I will bring another file to cover up this whitish look over here. I'll go back to my file manager again. So I'll use this gold coin box. I'll click on it, then I'll drag it back to my Photoshop again. So I'll just adjust the size. I'll adjust it. I'll adjust the size till I see fit. So once I love what I see, just have to click on my OK button. So you can just leave it like this. It's looking all nice, but you can swear just leave it the first way we actually did before, which is this. So this is what we are trying to achieve, something like this or something similar to this. So this is what we achieved in the previous one. So let's try achieving it here again. So let me delete this file. This file is actually not there. Let me bring in the one that's there. Go back to my file manager. So this is the one we made use of there. So I'll have to drag it to my Photoshop again. So just reduce the size, then place it. So this is the one we'll make use of. This one I'll increase the size a little bit, as you can see. So I think we did pretty much what we promised to do so far. So the next thing I'll be doing right now, I want to add a little bit of vintage to the edges of this picture. So this is the best way I do that. Before I do go to my camera raw, then I'll go to my settings, then I'll select a vintage. But this is the best way to do that. Click on the first layer, the uppermost layer in the picture document you're working on. So this is our layer 4 right now. So I'll just pick my Eclipse Mark Y2. I'll click on it. Then I'll hold down my shift key. Then I'll circle around my model, especially her face, to her chest, probably to her waist. So once I'm done with the selection, I'll just have to click on Ctrl Shift and I to invert my selection. This time around now, I'll just go to my adjustment layer, then click on my solid color. Make sure I fill it with black. I'll click on my OK. So I'll wait for my property to load up. This is my property. This is my property over here. And in case yours is not showing over here, you just have to go to your window. Window now, look for where property is. Once you click on it, it's going to pop up right here for you. So once I click on my property, I'll make sure I'm selecting my marks. Then I'll click on my feather. I'll increase my feather. So this my feather I'll be using about 500 or so. Okay, I think 494 is okay for now. So even without reducing the opacity right now, it's already giving us a little bit of vintage, or it's kind of too much. So we just have to reduce the opacity right now. So let's bring down the opacity. So 35 is okay right now. So now let's turn off the vintage just add now. Here's our before, here's our after. So it darkens the picture for us a little bit before and after. So the next thing we just have to do is to do our final color grading. As you all know, I just love using a particular file while I do my color grading, which I call my chocolate color. So to do that, I'll just have to go to my adjustment layer, then click on my color lookup, then click on load 3D loads, then I'll look for where my chocolate is, then I'll click on it. Automatically, it will create a low light image for us. So if it's too much for you, you can just reduce the opacity, as you can see right now. So now let's check out our before and after. Here's our before and here is our after. So pretty much did what we said we are going to do. So that's all for tutorials, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you're interested in getting any of my file, there's a link to my store. You can actually get them there, especially my video course. It will be very, very helpful for you in now and in the near future. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys on my next